Welcome back to Autistically Accurate, where I aspirationally aim for autistical accuracy. My Pensieve episode 70. I Don't Know You Anymore, a reflection on perception, change, and spiritual parallels. Human relationships are deeply tied to the way we perceive one another. Over time, we construct a mental image of the people in our lives, a mosaic made of shared experiences, observed habits, and personal interpretations. When a new piece of information or behavior emerges that disrupts this picture, the reaction can range from curiosity to shock. In moments of greater dissonance, it can lead to declarations like, "I don't know you anymore," words that carry a sense of betrayal and loss. Yet, upon deeper reflection, a more accurate response might be, "I know you differently now. Why did you have to change that?" This tension between perception and reality is not limited to human relationships but is echoed in divine narratives, such as the Bible. Throughout Scripture, God reveals himself in ways that challenge humanity's understanding, even prompting expressions of estrangement. Both human interactions and biblical parables reveal the discomfort of confronting change, whether it stems from evolving individuals or a deeper truth about the nature of faith. The fragility of perception. When people perceive change in others, their reactions often stem from a disruption of stability. Relationships are built on trust and familiarity, and when a divergence occurs, whether through new actions, revelations, or growth, it feels as though the foundation has shifted. The statement, "I don't know you anymore," reflects not an absolute truth but an emotional response to this perceived shift. It exposes the speaker's attachment to the version of the person they had previously known and their resistance to the idea that relationships, like people, are dynamic. This reaction can be reframed as, "I know you differently, why did you have to change that?" Such a sentiment acknowledges both the new reality and the emotional difficulty of adapting to it. It implies that the issue lies not in the discovery of the change itself, but in the disruption of expectations. This phrase invites dialogue and understanding rather than rejection, underscoring the evolving nature of relationships and the need for mutual adaptability. Biblical parallels. I never knew you. This human tension finds a spiritual parallel in the Gospel of Matthew, 7:21-23, where Jesus proclaims, "I never knew you, depart from me, you workers of lawlessness." These words, spoken to individuals who professed faith but lacked true obedience, are stark and unsettling. The statement challenges the superficiality of their relationship with God, highlighting the divergence between appearance and substance. Here, God's rejection is not due to his own misunderstanding but to humanity's failure to align their actions with his will. The phrase, "I never knew you," reflects a severing of connection, not because God has changed, but because the individuals misrepresented their relationship with him. This moment mirrors the human experience of estrangement when others act in ways that conflict with the expectations we hold of them. It also reminds us that knowing someone, whether human or divine, is a process that requires authenticity and mutual commitment. Change is a catalyst for growth. The discomfort of confronting change, whether in relationships or spirituality, can be a powerful catalyst for growth. The parables of the wedding feast, Matthew 22:1-14, and the great banquet, Luke 14:15-24, further illustrate this. In these stories, the invited guests reject their host's call, prompting the host to extend the invitation to unexpected recipients. The rejection of the initial invitees reflects a refusal to adapt to the host's vision, much like the resistance people feel when faced with change in others. The parables remind us that those who refuse to engage with new realities, whether relational or spiritual, risk losing out on deeper connections and opportunities for growth. The invitation to understand differently. Ultimately, the words, "I don't know you anymore," reveal more about the speaker than the person they address. They expose an unwillingness to embrace the complexity of change and the evolving nature of relationships. By shifting the narrative to, "I know you differently now," we open the door to understanding and reconciliation. Similarly, in the spiritual realm, the Bible's moments of estrangement between God and humanity challenge us to examine our own alignment with truth and authenticity. Both human relationships and divine teachings remind us that change, while uncomfortable, is an intrinsic part of life. Whether in the form of a friend revealing a new aspect of themselves or a divine call to deeper faith, the challenge lies in our response. Will we reject the invitation, clinging to a fixed image, or will we embrace the opportunity to know differently and grow through it? This essay serves as a reminder that knowing others, whether people or God, is not a static achievement but an evolving journey. Relationships, both human and spiritual, require adaptability, humility, and the willingness to see beyond our initial perceptions. Only by embracing the dynamic nature of connection can we move from estrangement to understanding and from rejection to growth. May peace and prosperity be with you. Thank you for watching this presentation. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos and channel to everyone you believe will appreciate such serendipitously informative content.